again, welcome to today's upload. My name's Stacey, I'm a mess in a dress, and today I am here with a beginner's guide to all things Merlin Pass. This year, for the first year, me and the girls have got Merlin Annual Passes, and so that means a lot of our content this year is going to be themed around how we're using them. Our visits to the parks, the discounts you get, the perks you get, and our reviews and recommendations of everything that happens while we're there. So I thought it might be helpful as a bit of an intro to all of that content to just give a brief explanation of what exactly the Merlin Pass is, what the benefits are of having one, how much it costs, and how you get one, just in case you didn't already know. So the Merlin Annual Pass is a membership which gives you access to all of the Merlin attractions in the UK, including things like Alton Towers, Thorpe Park, Chessington World of Adventures, Legoland Windsor, Warwick Castle, and so many more besides. As well as getting entry into the attractions, there are also some other perks and discounts dependent on which level you buy. And so I thought I would just do a quick rundown of what the levels of pass are, and how much they cost and what is included in those passes. So there are four main levels of Merlin Pass at the moment. There is the Discovery Pass, the Silver Pass, the Gold Pass and the Platinum Pass, and they range from £99 to £299, and the perks are included vary depending on which level you decide to purchase. When purchasing a Merlin Pass, you can choose to pay in one lump sum and pay for the whole thing up in advance, or you can split the cost with a monthly membership and pay in instalments over a 12-month period. If you do decide to go the membership route, you are tied in for a 12-month minimum period, and there is usually an additional joining fee to be paid on top of the cost of the pass. So the Discovery Pass is the lowest level of Merlin Pass, that's £99. It's a flat fee and it is only available as an annual cost. You can't split that over the year. The Silver Pass is £169 per person, or it is £10.99 per month, with a joining fee of £39.99 on top. The Gold Pass goes up to £239 per person, and the monthly cost is £15.99 with a £49.99 joining fee in addition. The Platinum Pass, which is the absolute top drawer highest level of Merlin Pass with all of the perks and benefits included, is a whopping £299 per person, or its monthly cost of £20.99 with a £59.99 joining fee on top of the cost of the pass, and that joining fee is per person. Now, a little pro tip for you: although these are the costs at the moment as advertised on the Merlin website, we didn't pay that much. They do sales throughout the year, so if you check things out on Black Friday, around Christmas, and at generally other popular sale times in the year, they do often reduce the cost by quite an amount, or if you do want the monthly option, they do remove the joining fee. So when I bought our passes last December, we chose to go for the monthly option just because it would split the cost for us a bit, but there was no joining fee, which made it so much cheaper for us and much more worthwhile. So what are the main differences between each of the levels of the pass? So if you check out the Merlin website, you will see a lovely grid which sets out really clearly what is included in each different level of the pass. It is really clear and really easy, and I would recommend you have a look before making a decision. The main difference I can see between the passes is the number of days on which you can use it. So, for example, if you take a look at the Discovery Pass, this is an off-peak only pass, and it has the most dates that are excluded from when you can use it. Through the website you can also access this very handy calendar which does show you exactly which pass can be used on each day. As you can see, even with the Gold Pass, there are still some dates which are not available to be used. This will basically be your most popular days like bank holidays, etc. So as well as the entry days that the passes can be used on, there are also some additional perks that are not included in the lower level of passes. So for example, free car parking is only available with the Gold and the Platinum Pass. The Silver Pass gets you 10% off retail food and beverages, but the Gold and Platinum Pass gets you up to 20% off. The Discovery Pass, there is no discount included. The Silver, Gold and Platinum Pass have up to 20% off hotel stays with the Merlin Holiday Club. I have to say, having looked at some of the costs of the hotels at the resorts, I'd need a damn sight more than 20% to entice me to book that, but it's there if you did so want to use it. And there's a whole other list of benefits, including money off vouchers for friends, money off fast track vouchers and free drinks cups as well. So there are plenty of perks included, and it is well worth having a look at each of them to figure out which one would be best suited for you. We decided to go for the Platinum Pass, mainly because that was a pass that all of our family were buying at the same time, and we wanted to make sure that we were going to be able to go to the parks on the same days as they were. We didn't want there to be any that we were excluded, because that would have been a shame and frustrating. So I'm not entirely sure what's different when you receive the other levels of pass, but I just thought I'd give you a little insight into what you receive when you get your privilege packs through the post. So first up, there is the Merlin Pass itself, which is just a plastic card, and you also get given a free lanyard which can be worn in. It tells everybody that you are a Merlin Platinum Pass holder, and you also get this little pop badge that they have loads of, and I have no idea what the point of them is, but they're quirky and cute and you get it for free. You also get sent a little privilege pack which includes a number of vouchers that you can use around the parks. You get a little booklet like this which comes with money off fast track vouchers, it comes with money off Friends tickets and various other benefits that you get included in your pack. You also get these Coca-Cola Freestyle cup vouchers in the Platinum packs, where the first voucher gets you the cup for free, and then you can refill it as many times as you want on the first day of your visit, and then you also get additional refill vouchers so that when you go back you can have the cup reactivated for free and again get refills throughout the day. So that's a really cool little additional benefit. Now, having said all of that, our journey to getting our Merlin passes definitely hasn't been smooth sailing. We found the initial process to be quite messy, quite hiccupy, and we have run into a few obstacles along the way. So I thought, in all honesty and fairness, I'm going to tell you a little bit about our experience now. So I purchased our passes online in December when they were doing the Black Friday November sale, and I wanted the discount. One of the downsides of this is that obviously most of the parks close over the Christmas period, so we knew when we were buying it that I was going to buy them in December and probably not really get any use out of them until February, March at the very earliest. That was just how it was unavoidable. And to be honest with you, whatever point of the year you buy them, at the moment I think there is going to be a period of downtime. I know that some of the parks are looking at going to be more of like an all year round experience, but I would not be all surprised if when they do, the price of the passes also goes up. So there's that to bear in mind. So I purchased our tickets online in December, and my sisters and their partners bought theirs at very similar times, and theirs arrived through the post virtually no problem. Ours was not so simple. I received an email from DHL, who were the courier delivering the passes, to say that they had delivered the pass to my house and it had been signed for by Stacey. That's me. When I investigated this further, I found that the photograph they'd included on the delivery notification, the house clearly wasn't mine. It was a different colour door, the floor in the hall was different, and the person who was taking the parcel appeared to be a man. So it definitely wasn't me, and we hadn't had the parcel. I contacted DHL, they never got back to me, even though I did say I was really disappointed that such a high value item had been given to somebody undisclosed and there was no way of me tracking it down. I asked neighbours, nobody had it. I never found that parcel. I then contacted Merlin and explained the situation to them, and the lady I spoke to on the phone was really, really helpful. She immediately cancelled the numbers on the passes that had been sent out so that nobody could use them, because that was one of my primary concerns, is that somebody would be enjoying my Merlin passes. But she did explain that unfortunately, due to their policies and procedures, they weren't allowed to resend the passes out to us again. So I would have to take the trip to the nearest Merlin attraction, whatever that may be, to collect the passes at a time of my convenience. Now, it is important to say that when you buy the passes, you do get an email with the pass on digitally, so you can use it. So it didn't stop us from using it, but it was still a bit annoying to find that after spending all this money and joining this membership, I was going to have to go out of my way to go and pick up the passes when, as I've said, most of the parks were going to be shut until March. So that was a bit annoying, but it wasn't their fault. It happens. We were planning on going to Alton Towers very early in the season anyway, so I booked a reservation for us to go to Alton Towers on the first opening weekend that it opened, so we could go and pick up our passes. We arrived at the park, we had no problems getting in, I had all of the necessary information on my email. I asked one of the staff members in the park and they told me that to get the passes printed I needed to go down to the box office. When we arrived at the box office, there was another very helpful, very lovely lady who greeted us, and I explained that we'd come to have our Merlin passes printed because they'd been lost in the mail, yada 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 yada, and she asked if I had an authorisation email from Merlin giving them permission to reprint the passes. I didn't. I did explain that I had spoken to Merlin on 2 separate occasions about these passes, and both times nobody had mentioned anything about an authorisation email. I had other emails confirming that the numbers had changed, but nothing to say that they could reprint them and give me all of the vouchers and the packs that went with it. So I was a little bit frustrated, but I didn't want to get into any arguments with anybody, and I really wanted us to have a nice first day. So I said maybe I can get in contact with Merlin's support team and maybe they can send me the email today and I can then come back at the end of the day and pick up the passes. Spoiler alert, Merlin's support desks are not open on a weekend. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like really, really bad business planning to have your business be open on any given day and have nobody available for customers to contact for support. Because this wasn't an Alton Towers issue, this was a Merlin issue. The Merlin passes belong to them, they are the ones who'd sold me them, and they are the ones who ultimately hadn't yet delivered the product that I had bought. So I did feel like I should be able to speak to somebody. So I contacted them on Twitter, I emailed them, no answer, unsurprisingly. And although we did have a lovely day and I was still able to use all of the benefits and I was still able to use my discount on food and merchandise and we did still really, really enjoy our day, ultimately we left without the primary reason for the trip in the first place. We left without our Merlin passes again. Now when I did contact Merlin online, it did say that due to a high volume of calls, it may take up to 2 weeks for them to get back to me. So I waited patiently because that's the kind of person I am. And surprise, surprise, I didn't get an email response. So 2 weeks after my original email, we planned to go back to Alton Towers to try and once again get these Merlin passes. So I rang the Merlin help desk again, explained the situation again. The lady on the phone, again very helpful, apologised for the mix-up, said I should have been sent an email that gave them authorisation, sent me the email, ensured I had it, and wished me luck. So we booked to go back to Alton Towers 2 weeks after our previous visit. A little bit earlier than we had anticipated, but it's not the end of the world, is it? Everybody loves a day at a theme park. Once again, we got into the park with not too many problems. For some reason, the passes on my phone weren't scanning properly, but the guy on the gate was really helpful and got us in. And it wasn't an issue. I walked down to the box office, explained the situation to the lady on the desk, and she printed the passes for me. Didn't ask to see the authorisation email, didn't ask if I had it, didn't seem to care, didn't seem to need it. She just, no problem, went off and said, no problem, I'll get those passes for you, and that was it. So I think one of the main frustrations was that although I technically could use the Merlin passes, I could book to go into the attractions, we could still get the money off of the merchandise and the food and everything when we were in the parks. The additional benefits, the free drinks cup, the family and friends vouchers, the money off fast vouchers, I didn't have any of those. They were all not yet available to me. And by now I had paid 4 instalments of our payment plan. Up to this point I'd paid £240 for our passes and didn't actually have all of the benefits and the discounts that I was entitled to. That to me seemed a bit unfair, and I did feel like Merlin probably should have made a bit more effort to accommodate me, considering the fact that it wasn't my fault that the passes went missing in the first place. I wasn't asking for anything special, I wasn't asking for anything extra, I was just asking for me personally to not be inconvenienced more than I needed to be, to collect the passes that I had paid £700 for. I mean, that's a lot of money. I feel like, you know, good customer service means that you go out of your way for me, not the other way around. So we've now got our Merlin passes, we've got all of the vouchers, we've got all of the extra benefits. We're very, very happy. We have got trips to Legoland booked in the next month, as well as another trip to Alton Tower. We are really looking forward to a year now of solid Merlin entertainment. We have got... And of course, because it's me and I want to know that we are getting the absolute maximum benefit out of these passes, I have created a spreadsheet to track exactly how much money we save on each trip that we go on and how much we would have spent if we bought the tickets through the normal website. So at the end of the year, hopefully I can give you a breakdown of exactly how much money we've saved and whether we think Merlin passes were worth it. But I know we're all really, really looking forward to some amazing days out this year as we explore all of the things that the Merlin Pass has to offer. And we can't wait to take you with us, so keep your eyes peeled because there will be lots and lots of Merlin content coming up, and if that is something you're interested in, please make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. And if you have found this video helpful, if you've enjoyed it, then please do give us a quick like, and I will see you next time.